You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys. So appreciate all y'all that's gonna join this stream. Press. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Let me get a mic check real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all know what just happened. Appreciate all of you guys who support the channel, support the stream. Love to all of you guys. Honor and respect. Let me get a mic check real quick. You guys, let me know in the comments if you guys can hear us. And that way I get right into this and let y'all know exactly what's going on right now. I got a mic check right now. Can y'all hear me in the comments? We got a mic check. I put on the screen. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I got some breaking news for you guys right now. Y'all can hear me? Okay, we good? All right, let's go. I just got some breaking news information for you guys. Ben Crump, they're preparing to sue Ben Crump, the father of Warren Hudson. And I think this is the worst mistake that the father, Warren Hudson, can do, because I believe that Warren Hudson, father, is going to get destroyed in the legal process. And I'm going to tell you why I think he's going to get destroyed in the legal process if he tries to sue Ben Crump. Now, let me first of all start off by putting this on the screen. I think Ben Crump has done an excellent job in sounding the alarms in this case and getting people to understand that there should be a thorough investigation. Not just to come out, okay, this happened and then we're out. Nah, there should be a thorough investigation of what happened, because parents lost a son and want answers. If any one of those other parents would have lost a son in a reverse situation, they would want answers, right? And would anybody call them money hungry or money grubbing if they went to Sean Hannity? Would anybody call them money hungry or money grubbing if they went to Megyn Kelly? If anybody would call them money hungry or money grubbing if they went to Bill O'Reilly? But now they are the father. He's going to get destroyed in court, and I'm going to tell y'all why. Y'all know I keep it fair on my channel. You know I'm going to keep 1,000% fair commentary. Right now, in an explosive New York Post article, the father of Warren Hudson is coming out destroying Ben Crump, saying that he is, trying to do all of this for money and financially exploiting this team, which I totally disagree with. And I'm going to tell you why he will 1,000% lose a lawsuit against Ben Crump. Ben Crump, and first of all, let's get into this article. So it says, dad of Nolan Wells' best friend slams family lawyer Ben Crump for financially exploiting the teen's death, turning it into a political circus. And in this article, and I'm going to read this whole article to you guys, but in this article, it is showing you guys and stating that Hudson revealed, that's the father of Warren Hudson, that his family intends to sue Ben Crump for defamation and slander over comments he has made since Wells' death. And I quote, he says, in my opinion, Ben Crump has slandered and falsely accused my son and his friends of murder, and he's pursued what an obvious false narrative, he said, and I think that's totally lie. That's 100% a lie. What Warren's father said. Warren Hudson, father of Mr. Hudson, or Warren, whatever the hell your name is. That is a complete lie. The difference between Ben Crump and all of these people that's on YouTube and social media and around, sir, Ben Crump has never accused anyone of murder. Your lawsuit will be destroyed. The day you file it, you will waste any amount of money that you spend on that lawsuit, because your lawsuit is baseless, and I have proof. If you go through and file that lawsuit, you will 1,000% be embarrassed in a court of law. Now, sir, since you want to create your own narrative with this and say that he is accusing people of murder, Ben Crump hasn't did that. Now, these other social media content creators, Ben Crump can't control what they do. Let me repeat myself again. And this is why I warn everybody to know what you're saying on social media, right? Because, see, they're trying to sue Ben Crump like Ben Crump said something. Ben Crump ain't say a damn word to what these people said. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right now. To back my statements, Ben Crump has not explicitly or legally accused any of Nolan Wells' often referred to friends, right, of murder. While he has not directly levied murder charges, right, or explicit criminal accusations against the teens, families of the friends involved argue his public comments imply a false narrative. How? Ben Crump has only said that the parents did not accept the answer that they got from the police department in Mississippi. Ben Crump says that he wants a full, transparent investigation. Ben Crump has said that he is not accusing anyone of murder, nor is he not. Ben Crump is saying that he wants an investigation that will either incriminate or exonerate, right? The audio is not real that the girl put out. She's getting ready to get a lawsuit. I'm gonna let everybody know that right now. She's getting ready to get a lawsuit, and they're coming after her YouTube channel. I know that for a fact. And they're coming after all these people YouTube channel that made multiple videos about the BART thing. The audio is not real. Today, Ben Crump, he announced that they have the raw audio. I've been telling you guys this. The audio the girl had, that's not real. The audio that she enhanced is not real. She enhanced that audio, right? It has a different digital footprint, right? She is getting sued. I'm letting y'all know this right now. So when you come back and you see, and when she comes out and says, man, they sued me, man, and I told you why. Remember I told you this. If you ask me how I know she's getting sued, because the lawyer has already put her name in the mix. I've already told y'all that. So she's going to get sued because the audio that she put out is not admissible in a court of law, and she is not a forensic expert. And the fact that she put out that audio with a written transcript that had words that they say were not said, you're not listening, it wasn't a cease and desist to her yet. She hasn't been sent anything yet. How the legal process goes, they're going to send her a cease and desist and demand her to retain all of her evidence. They're going to give her 5 days. She has 5 days to come out and demand or create a retraction and come to a settlement with the family. If then she doesn't do that in those days, they're going to sue her. Period. I'm letting you guys know right now. So that's why Ben Crump announced today that the audio, they have the original audio, which is what I've been telling y'all on this channel, and that they are having the top-notch licensed investigators review the full, real, raw, unedited audio. I told y'all this. Ben Crump came out and said this today. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. I told y'all the truth. You get mad all you want to get. That girl, they're going to sue that girl. It doesn't matter that she came on. She sounded nice. She was like, okay, guys, my interpretation. It doesn't matter. She's getting sued. They're going to take her channel watch, and they're going to take her money because of that audio, which was not real, had a different digital footprint. Remember, I told y'all this because I'm just going to come tell you the truth. I don't care about none of this. I'm telling you the truth. All I want to know is the truth. Yes, they're going after Nancy Grace too. To the lady who said that, I'm glad you said that. Yes, they're going after Nancy Grace too. And they're going after TMZ. You want to keep playing this game with me? I didn't even finish telling you yet. But since you asked me, I'll let you know right now. You said, well, are they going after Nancy Grace? Yes, they are. They've already announced that. They announced that last 2 days ago? Now, let me tell you what they've been doing. It didn't just start yesterday. They've been doing this on this for a whole week now. They have gathered up lawyers from around the country, private investigators, to find these people's identities so that they can serve them legal paperwork. They will announce more filings on social media content creators this week. Probably before the end of tomorrow after this. To the person who said I'm Buck Dancing for West, no, I'm not. Sit your ass down and shut up. I'm giving you facts. You want to get mad at me? I'm giving you facts. All the way across the board, I'm giving you facts. I just told you that the white man is trying to sue Ben Crump for defamation and that he's going to lose his lawsuit in court. Why am I saying this? Because it's true. He's going to lose his lawsuit against Ben Crump because what Ben Crump is not doing and has not done is what these YouTubers have done. Only YouTubers have come out here and said somebody did something to somebody. Only YouTubers. Only YouTubers and content creators have accused somebody of murder. Ben Crump has never accused anyone of murder. Ben Crump has only said, and I'm going to say this again, to the person who says, why am I happy? I'm not happy. I'm telling you the truth. I don't have a smile on my face. Only thing I do on YouTube is come on and say the truth. I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, just that and third. I don't give a fuck about that. But you can get off your knees and kiss my ass. I'm telling you the truth. I don't give a fuck about Tatum. I don't care about none of them people. Fuck all them motherfuckers. I care about what is the truth and what happened to this young fella. That's it. If it's a white dude that comes out, the evidence that it's a white dude, it's time to ride. How do you know that? Look at my channel. Look at my channel. You will see. The list goes on. Look at my 10 channels. Don't just look at this channel. Go look at my 10 channels. Right? So now let's get back to this. If Warren's father files a lawsuit against Ben Crump because he says, and what he says, that, oh, well, they're trying to, no, I ain't got to calm down. I'm going to turn up. What you talking about? I'm going to turn up. If he tries to sue Ben Crump, he's going to lose. Ben Crump has never, ever accused his son or anyone of murdering Nolan Wells. Ben Crump has consistently come out and say that they do not accept, let me repeat myself again, they do not accept the response, the initial response of the police department, and that they want a thorough, transparent investigation. He has said from day one, this is not about race. Ben Crump cannot help if somebody on YouTube makes videos and says somebody else murdered somebody else when he hasn't said that. Right? Think about what I just said to y'all. Ben Crump cannot make a person come on YouTube or come on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and say somebody else murdered somebody. All those YouTubers are getting sued. They're all getting ready to get the fuck out of here. I already told y'all this earlier on my channel. You didn't want to hear what I said. And I tried to warn y'all. Now remember, I want everybody to listen to what I'm telling y'all right now. I tried to warn everybody what Bart's lawyer is getting ready to do. Bart Lawyer is the CEO in the media space. He is angling. See, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. The reason why Bart's lawyer does not care about if some of these YouTubers are broke is because of what he's going to do with the FBI investigation that he has launched now. All he's going to do is take that to all of the corporate entities, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. He's going to serve them and tell them, look, all these content creators we gave you a list of a name of, they have slandered my client. We're currently suing them, and it's under a federal investigation. As soon as he does that, YouTube is going to instantly wipe all those people's channels off the internet. They're going to get their monetization taken, and they're going to get their channels taken. You think I'm lying? You're going to see. How do I know what I'm saying? Because if you read this, and I'm going to show you again, this is in the first paperwork that they sent to that girl. This is what they said right here that they've already done. They have already, read what I just told y'all. He has said, since that girl, this is a white girl they sued too first, because she was talking shit, so they sued her ass. They said, since you say that Bart is a murderer, we need you to do this. We need you, right, to immediately, read line 2, y'all, preserve all your evidence relating to your publications. Retract and correct your false statements and take immediate steps to mitigate the substantial damage your actions have caused and will continue to cause. And please read this letter carefully, he writes. If you are represented by counsel, meaning a lawyer, please have him or her contact me at their earliest convenience. Nothing contained herein constitutes a complete statement of Mr. Bart Admist's factual or legal position. He expressly preserves all rights and remedies available under Mississippi law and any other applicable jurisdiction. We also have submitted or are in the process of submitting information to the FBI, U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Mississippi, and Eastern District of Louisiana, Attorney General's Office in Mississippi and Louisiana, and local law enforcement in Jackson County, Mississippi, and Jefferson Parish, Louisiana, to determine if your conduct violates the federal and or state criminal laws that prohibit cyberstalking and harassment. Why is it cyberstalking and harassment, you guys? Because they have evidence that there was a credible death threat to that boy. Based off of what? The girl came out. She was trying to act like she was being in a helping position, saying, "How will I enhance the audio?" This, that, blah, 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 blah. Then everybody reacted to it, called so-and-so a murderer, and now the family is saying he's been getting death threats. He got a credible death threat the other day. They've been harassed, all of these things, and that turns it into a federal criminal case. This is what y'all don't understand. That's why I'm trying to tell people the whole time, stop running around here on your YouTube channels talking about people are murdering people. And you want to know how he's going to do this? How he's going to shut these people's channels down? I'm showing you why. And he's showing y'all in a letter how he's going to do it. By explicitly framing the behavior as federal cyberstalking, right? You need to know what federal cyberstalking is. Federal cyberstalking is coming on the internet and accusing somebody of murder, even if you said allegedly, and you have no evidence that this person has been accused of murder. Meaning, he has no murder arrest, no murder conviction, or any of these factual information that you can come out and show in a court of law that that's fact against Bart. I'm giving y'all what they're gonna do. You get mad at me, I'm telling you. So when it happens, I want everybody to come and say, "Damn, Ticket, you tried to warn him." And niggas thought I was just hating. All I'm doing is just passing information. So by explicitly framing the behavior as federal cyberstalking and involving the FBI, the lawyer is building a case to force tech platforms to take down those specific channels. And here's how that strategy works, right? Read it right here. Read it right here. Enhancing the audio is an accusation. Here's the reason why, Kim West, and you're totally wrong, and you're gonna get cooked. And that's why that girl's getting ready. I hope y'all pay that girl's fees, her lawyer fees. Because I'm just being honest with you. I'm able to be very honest with you, man. She is not a licensed forensic expert. And the fact that she put out that audio, it went viral, people reacted to it and called the boy a murderer, that is cyber stalking, and that is the federal crime. And that's the reason why he's going to angle and do exactly what he's getting ready to do right now. And I'm showing you this right here, right? So how the strategy he used works, triggering terms of services and bans. See, on all these social media accounts that you guys all got, when y'all sign on social media, you have a terms of service, right? So social media platforms rarely delete channels over simple defamation claims because they do not want to act as a judge of the truth. However, cyber stalking, criminal harassment, and targeted bullying are severe violations of the terms of service for YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Using the FBI as leverage, look at the last paragraph I'm showing you now. Presenting a platform's legal department, right, with a formal cease and desist letter. I'm telling you what he's gonna do. They're automatically gonna shut all those channels down. This is why. Look at the letter. I'm showing you the letter right here. This is what they're about to do right here. These people don't even know it. They're finna lose everything overnight. How do I know? Because I read the paperwork. He's already enlisted the FBI, U.S. attorneys, Southern District of Mississippi, and everything. They're coming for these people's YouTube channel. I'm showing you this right here. Last paragraph. Use the FBI as leverage by presenting the platform's legal department. Which they do is they go to these platforms, right? And they use the legal department. And what they do is they hit them with that same formal cease and desist letter that outlines a pending or active FBI criminal report. It forces the platform to take the matter seriously, meaning the platforms will often proactively ban or suspend the creator's channel to protect themselves from being associated with an active federal criminal investigation. Now, let me rewind to the girl. And y'all asked me about the girl. Let me rewind to the girl, tell y'all why that girl's in trouble. And all I'm doing is just telling y'all the truth. You can get mad at me. I'm not worried about that. I'm a big dog. I ain't got to worry about that shit. It is what it is. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, right? Let me pull this up on the screen. I got it right here. So her name is Janetta Brantley. Her, TMZ, they're angling at TMZ too, and Nancy Grace too. That lawyer, he spoke about Nancy Grace and talking about what Nancy Grace did. See, if y'all haven't been following this, the lawyer Russ Latino, he been on their ass too. Anyways, this is what they're saying, right? So Janetta Brantley, TMZ, or other audio engineers who use the software to isolate background voices on the viral July the 4th CTO distress call, the risk of a successful lawsuit is very specific. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. And whoever said it's wolf tickets, it's not. They've already sent paperwork. It's not. They've already sent paperwork. It's not. They already have had the FBI involved. I verified that. They do. So they're not selling wolf tickets. They dead serious. And that girl has 4 days. If not in 4 days, they already told her they're going to file a lawsuit. How do I know? I got the paperwork right here in front of me. Let's keep going. So it says, if an audio engineer, which that girl claims to be, misrepresents what is said, adds fake audio elements. So why do I say that? Because a forensic expert has already came out and said that the audio digital footprint on the audio from TMZ and from that girl that they put out is different from the raw original audio footprint. They've already came out. That's why Ben Crump said today that he says, hey, I heard about the audio. I have my own team checking the official CTO audio. He didn't even talk about that girl Janetta's audio. You know why? Because it doesn't mean shit. He can't legally do that. He knows that. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. But she's in trouble because y'all got to understand, Bart's a private citizen. So when you're a private citizen, so listen, to the person that the FBI is in civil cases, no, the FBI is not in civil cases. The FBI, it's a criminal case. They're pursuing criminal charges against YouTubers as well. Listen to what I'm telling you right now. Any YouTuber that comes out and says that somebody, or they think, or allegedly, or they feel that somebody is a murderer without evidence, meaning that person has not been convicted, that person has not been charged, or any of these things, right? And that person gets a death threat, that turns into a federal cyber stalking crime. Each video they put out can get them up to 5 years in federal prison saying that. I'm going to show you right now because, see, you guys don't understand what I'm talking about. The FBI is not civil. They went to get the FBI. They're pursuing criminal charges too. And within those criminal charges, they're going to use the FBI to shut those YouTube channels down because through their cease and desist, when they send that to YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you tell me to stop this? No, I'm telling the truth. The fuck wrong with you? Listen, let me tell y'all something on this channel. I don't give a shit about none of these people y'all talking about. I just want to know what the truth happened to that boy. But I'm not going to come out here and call somebody a liar and I ain't got no evidence. And I'm going to say this to y'all. That's why I said the daddy that's suing Ben Crump, that shit getting thrown out of court. Why is it getting thrown out of court? I'll show you that right now. It's getting thrown out of court because Ben Crump has never accused his son or any other of Nolan's friends of murder. He hasn't. That's factual information. Ben Crump has never insinuated that his friends murdered him. The only people that did that was these goofy ass YouTubers who don't know what the hell they talk about and they finna get the weave suit off their heads. Ben Crump is not responsible if he comes out and says, hey man, we want transparency, we want a full investigation, we don't trust the legal system. That's not his fault if somebody else come out and say, hey, this person murdered that person murdered. That's their fault. They have independent irresponsibility because they're going off not having facts, period. To the other person, the other shit getting thrown out to, no, it's not. And I'm going to tell you why. You don't know what the hell you talk about, man. See, the thing with Bart is a private citizen. Or sir, I'm sorry, you're like a girl, but you're a man. Bart is a private citizen. A private citizen, their legal threshold for defamation per se is very low. All Bart has to do is show up judge that a person went on YouTube and said, allegedly, I think he murdered somebody. Once he does that, he automatically can win a case because he's a private citizen. Why do you think Shannon Sharp had to pay that black girl when she came out? Remember the black girl with Usher? She was a private citizen. The black girl got on the stage with Usher. People put out a lie that the black girl husband left her and was getting a divorce. Then what happened? Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco went on Nightcap, repeated that report, right? And she went and sued them. And they ended up settling with her out of court immediately because their lawyer told them, you're going to lose this case big time because she is a private citizen. And when you have private citizens, the legal threshold for private citizens, and listen, you don't have to believe me. As a lawyer, what I'm saying, see, these motherfuckers come on YouTube uneducated and get mad at me. They ain't even talking to a lawyer. Go ask a lawyer if I'm lying. Go ask a lawyer. Go ask a lawyer. You're not listening. It doesn't matter if she didn't mention Bart's name. The fact that she put that out and says my interpretation and then put a transcript with that and then the reaction to that caused that boy to get a death threat, she's in a world of trouble. You guys need to learn the law. It doesn't matter if she says, oh, I'm just trying to help. That shit don't matter. In the court of law does not see that. That's what y'all don't understand. A lot of people come on YouTube and don't understand law. They think because they come on YouTube and say allegedly, that means shit. They think because they come on YouTube and say it's my opinion that helps them in court. The court don't see allegedly, my opinion, none of that shit. The court only sees with private citizens, I'm going to say it again, private citizens. It's a whole different, so read the second paragraph. If an audio engineer misrepresents what it said, because see, this is the thing. Ben Crump's legal team is working on this now. They have professionals working on the original audio. He said that today, the original audio. So watch. If Ben Crump comes back and says, the audio, it was okay. What y'all gonna say about that girl? She's toast. I told y'all as soon as that girl put out that audio, they had forensic experts come out and analyze both audios, the one that TMZ and the girl and Nancy Grace was reviewing versus the original audio that was on the website. Two different footprints. She did put a transcription on it, man. What are you talking about? I'm gonna show you right here. Hold on. See, you guys, like I said before, hold on, man. It's hard to argue. It's hard to tell you guys something, man, when it's the truth, man. You know, I don't like to come in here. I'm about to show y'all right now. Hold on. She put the text to audio, right, through a audio engineer. And hold on, you guys. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all this right now. Right. So to show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm about to show y'all right now. All right. I'm gonna show y'all this right now. I don't think y'all understand, man. Right? I'm showing y'all this, right? Hold on. I forgot. All right. I'm trying to tell you this. I'm finna show y'all this. All right. Hold on one second, you guys. I don't think people really understand the law. They just come on here sometimes, man, just talking, man. I'm finna show y'all. Man. Just give me 1 second, you guys. I apologize, man. I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all, just so y'all can see. So that way I can just tell everybody, like, yo, man, and y'all can go look this stuff up yourselves. Like, I don't have no reason to come on here and lie. You know what I'm saying? Now, the lawsuits against Ben Crump cannot control these people coming out here and saying that somebody murdered somebody. Why? Because Ben Crump himself did not put a murder case on anybody. See, Ben Crump would have had to do something that would have initiated that, right? So he's in a different spectrum, right? He's in a different spectrum, right? And I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about right now, right? So, for example, the lady, okay, that we all just talking about, okay. Now, the lady we're all just talking about right now. Let me show y'all what I mean. Her name was Janetta Brantley, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody tell me in the comment section if I'm mistaken. I don't think I'm mistaken though, right? So once again, I'll show y'all on the screen. Yes, the woman who enhanced the audio absolutely can be sued, or can absolutely be sued by Bart for defamation. And his legal team has explicitly stated their intent to pursue legal action. I've told you guys this, but y'all don't want to listen to your boy. I'm just telling y'all the truth. The dispute stems from the ongoing investigation into the tragic death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, a social media content creator, audio engineer, used AI and traditional audio tools to clean up the emergency CTO dispatch call placed by the teens on the boat. The enhanced audio viralized online, claiming to reveal background voices saying incriminating things like, quote unquote, you killed him, and quote unquote, damn it, Bart. Bart, identified as Bart Edmiston Jr., has strong legal grounds to sue her for several reasons. Number one, to win a defamation suit, a plaintiff must prove that a false statement was presented as fact, published to a third party, caused the material or reputational harm, and was done with negligence or malice. Let's go to it right here. The audio is alleged to be fabricated. I've been telling y'all this, but niggas don't want to listen to me on YouTube. Digital forensic experts. I've been telling y'all this. This was all over ABC News. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. It doesn't matter what she said. They had digital forensic experts that examined that audio. Y'all not listening? Digital forensic experts and authorities have since confirmed that the viral audio was altered or falsified. I told y'all this. They ain't got to prove it. They already have the evidence. What are you talking about, ma'am? It was already in the news. They have the evidence. The two different files have different digital footprints. I told you this, but you don't want to listen. Second paragraph, accusation of a major claim, presenting an altered tape that falsely frames Bart for murder. She told you she didn't use it. That's what she told you. But the forensic experts that analyzed that audio have already stated that it's two different digital footprints on that audio, and the audio she had was 20 seconds longer than the original raw file. What are you talking about? Do some of y'all have problems inside y'all's mind? Let's keep going. Accusation of a major crime. Presenting an altered tape that falsely frames Bart for murder is considered defamation per se. A category of defamation is so inherently harmful, accusing someone of a heinous crime, that damage to his reputation is automatically assumed by the court. I told you guys this because he's a private citizen too. Man, they gonna get all that easy. Watch what I tell you. I'm not saying this because I'm cheering. I'm telling you because I know the fucking law. Nancy Grace is in trouble too. They coming on her ass too. I told you this. Her and TMZ. TMZ know what time it is. Spreading malicious falsehoods. Bart's attorney, Russell Latino, noted that his client has fully cooperated with law enforcement, provided GPS data and phone records, that the investigators have verified he actually assisted the boat in distress. Because the woman published a highly altered, unauthorized clip that points directly to him as a killer, she acted with the least severe negligence, if not reckless disregard for the truth. Because the viral video spread of this enhanced audio, Bart has faced immense public backlash and has received what law enforcement describes as a credible death threat. Listen to what I said to you guys, which has already been escalated to the FBI. This provides clear, undeniable proof of emotional, physical, and reputational harm caused directly by the distribution of the altered audio. And here's the thing. When they sue her in a couple days, she's going to have to give up all that equipment she used. She's going to have to give up all that equipment. They're going to subpoena all that equipment. Nancy Grace, she's fucked because all the people that responded and reacted to that, they're in trouble too, because what happened was this boy ended up getting a death threat. So what they do is they keep the death threat that happened to this boy, and now it turns into a federal cyber stalking case. That's the reason why. In the paperwork that he's sending to these people, he's telling them that he's already reported them to the FBI, and they're under investigation. This is the thing you got to understand. So this is going on both sides. The problem is that this dude's daddy does not have a case against Ben Crump. He says he's going to sue Ben Crump. He doesn't have a case against Ben Crump. Read what he says in the article right here. He says, in my opinion, Ben Crump has slandered and falsely accused my son and his friends of murder. You're a liar. And if I was Ben Crump, I would sue you for lying, because Ben Crump has never accused anyone of murder. And that audio is not clear. That audio is not real. It's not authenticated. That is the reason why today Ben Crump told everybody. Ben Crump told everybody in their face. Ben Crump says, listen, man, I heard all the viral reports. He says, we have the real audio, unedited, raw audio. This is what I've been telling y'all before. Ben Crump don't give a shit about that girl's shitty ass audio. I told y'all this. Her audio don't mean a motherfucking thing in court. Why y'all think that he don't care about that? I've been told y'all this. Period. To the person who said ain't nobody said Bart was a murderer, you're a liar. They've been on YouTube saying that Bart is a murderer based off that video. Why the hell you think people are getting served right now? They already had their legal team for the last week going on all these content creators and getting copies of their videos, screenshots, and their real identities. What the hell is wrong with you? Didn't I tell you this? Y'all don't want to listen? That's why Ben Crump came out today and said, look, y'all, we already have people who are, now they are licensed, the people Ben Crump has. That girl's not licensed, and Nancy Grace never said nothing. The fact that she regurgitated, that's the part you don't understand as well. The dynamics change because Bart is a private citizen. Y'all don't understand the law. If you don't understand the law, go get a lawyer, nigga. Go get a lawyer. Go get a lawyer. Period. Period. To the person who said that don't mean nothing, bro, Bart has already finished his part of the investigation. They've already interviewed him and everything. His lawyer has already revealed all of that. Bart was one of the first ones they spoke to. He gave up all the information and they already interviewed him and everything. What are you talking about? A lot of you people go off fake information on the internet. It breaks my spirit all the way across the board. All the way across the board. Period. Right? That people will go off fake information, accuse people of murder, and this information ain't even being used in the case. Imagine this, y'all. If that girl's audio was so real, why they not using it in the official case? Why is Ben Crump, he's not even acknowledging that shit. Ben Crump would have came out today and said, yeah, we had a girl, and she's come out and she's broke the case open. That ain't what he said. Ben Crump says, man, we got the official audio. Period. Right? I'm just showing y'all what he said today. Don't get mad at me. I'm showing you exactly what Ben Crump said. What is wrong with people? I don't understand what the hell is going on with people. Ben Crump came out and said this today. Literally. Right? Literally. So all of you got, matter of fact, they don't even know what happened with Nolan. They're still searching for answers. You know why they're searching for answers? And you know how I know don't nobody know what happened? And I told y'all this before, and I'm gonna say this again. None of them people know exactly what happened right now because the case has been sealed. The evidence is sealed, y'all. How can anybody come on YouTube and tell y'all anything about a case that has been sealed? This is why I told everybody I don't know what happened. I'm not privy to the evidence they have. Listen, the state and local officials have sealed the case evidence and the official autopsy results for Nolan Wells. The decision, the Jackson County District Attorney Angel Myers McLeaf announced that all official records, including the state's autopsy and toxicology reports, will remain sealed from the public. The reason why they sealed it, under Mississippi state rules, the prosecutors and law enforcement are directed to withhold information to protect the integrity of the process. You can unsubscribe, leave. Motherfucker, I don't get on my knees for nobody. I tell you the truth, and it is what it is. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. I told you. I like Ben Crump. I believe what Ben Crump doing is correct. I believe what these YouTubers are doing and content creators doing, I believe they full of shit. Because what you're doing is, instead of you waiting to see what Ben Crump got, you're trying to play detective and you ain't even on the scene. The timeline, the evidence will remain sealed until the complete case file is formally presented to a grand jury, which will ultimately determine whether any criminal charges should be filed. That's why I'm telling y'all, we don't even know. Let me tell y'all this. This is the same shit like the Celeste Rivas case. Nobody knew whether they were going to file charges against David. You know why? Because the charges were sealed until they gave the information to a grand jury. Everybody's running around here acting like fools, but they don't know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all this. What the hell is wrong with these people on the internet? What the hell is wrong with my lack of knowledge and understanding destroy my people every day? So what I'm saying to you is this. Listen to what I'm saying to y'all. Excuse me, Katie Matthews. You're not listening to what I'm saying to you, ma'am. If you know your role and shut your mouth and listen, you will have better understanding. They said the same shit about the David case with Celeste. Oh, they're not going to do anything to David, man. What's taking them so long? Bro, look how long it took them to get the charges on David. But when they came with the charges with David, remember all these motherfuckers ran around on YouTube? Dude, I don't think they're going to have enough to convict him, man. They're not going to be able to get him. Man, these motherfuckers had the whole slab on him when they had finished their investigation and sent it to a grand jury. And the grand jury came out with them charges. That's why I told all y'all need to fucking wait. Because when that toxicology comes out, remember now, that toxicology comes out. Why could the toxicology tell y'all everything? Let me go away from this case again. I want to give my people knowledge and understanding, right? So Nolan Wells was down by the water, right? I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to cast no aspersions on Nolan or anybody else until I have all the facts. But let me tell you something. Tatum came out. Now notice, when Tatum said, notice this now, Tatum capping ass, but he did say this, and I noticed one thing. They did not challenge him. Tatum said that he was told that there was DRUG usage and that he had a name of somebody that allegedly had provided that. And Tatum said he was going to give that to the police. I noticed nobody challenged that today, what Tatum said at that press conference. Now, why do I say, you know what? I do think Tatum's full of shit, but that part right there, Tatum's not stupid. He's not going to say something that's going to get him sued and lose everything if he don't have no type of evidence of what he's saying. With that, on that point, because that's a part he can get sued on, right? So think about this. I thought about something. When Tatum said that, I immediately thought about this. I immediately thought about this. You'll say, Ticket, what is this? Lil Jon. I thought about the rapper Lil Jon's son. For everybody who doesn't know about Lil Jon the rapper, Lil Jon's son recently died, tragically. Lil Jon's son, and again, I am not comparing and saying this is what happened to Nolan. Lil Jon's son was at home, and when they found him days later, he had drowned in a pond. So rapper Lil Jon, 27-year-old son Nathan Smith, known professionally as DJ Young Slade, he died from an accidental drowning in the setting of certain usage. Now listen, because what Tatum said, Tatum is a lot of things. Yes, he's a buck dancer. Yes, he's a shoe shiner. All these things. But Tatum ain't that stupid. The reason why the toxicology is so important is because we have to see what was in Nolan's system. Why? Because the toxicology is going to tell us on the outside where the investigation could be headed on the private inside. And the fact that they did an independent autopsy, which means in a couple of weeks, let me say this again, they're going to get the toxicology back for Nolan. And I'm talking about Ben Crump's team, right? Listen to what I'm going to tell y'all. So on February the 3rd, 2026, Nathan Smith, Lil Jon's son, was reported missing after running out of his home in Milton, Georgia. Authorities noted he left his phone behind and appeared to be highly disoriented. On February the 6th, following a multi-agency search, right? I want y'all to listen to this. A dive team recovered his body from a retention pond in nearby Mayfield Park. On February the 27th, almost 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, 20 days later, the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office officially ruled his death an accident. I said, how's it an accident? Listen, the autopsy report confirmed that he drowned. And guess what, y'all? But the toxicology test, which comes out weeks to months later, revealed the presence of that drug that starts with a P word on your screen. The active hallucinogenic compound found in magic mushrooms, right? Now, what are you talking about, Ticket? Let's go to the article. Less than a month after a body believed to be Lil Jon's son Smith was recovered in a pond near the family home on Friday, February the 6th, the Fulton County Medical Examiner found Smith's cause of death to be drowning in the setting of bleep use. So the person says, I'm paid off. Ain't nobody paid me, nigga. I don't know none of these people. So sit your ass down and shut the F up. And the manner of death to be an accident, according to an autopsy report obtained by People. Hold on now. And to the person who say you wouldn't do this, football, ma'am, be quiet. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You talking to a professional basketball player. What the hell wrong with you? I don't been through it all. I don't play sports since I was 6 years old. I don't seen it all. I had to drag my teammates. You know how many of my teammates was doing shit? Let me talk about my personal experience. You know how many of my teammates was doing illegal drugs during the season, going into the season? What the hell wrong with you? Why am I hostile? Because I'm tired of my people having a lack of knowledge and understanding, and you sound absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's why. You gonna sit up here and talk about he wouldn't do drugs. You don't know fucking Nolan, and neither do I. So shut the hell up. These people act like they talk to this man. Yeah, you know, hey, Nolan, what's up, man? You don't even know him. You don't know his mentality. You've never heard him talk. Shut up. This is the reason why I said, let's wait until, I'm going to say it again, Ticket ain't no fraud. Ticket's the real deal. I don't deal what you ain't did, DeAndre, whatever your name is, Pierre. Sit your ass down and shut up. Point blank, period. Remember Michael Jordan told you this? Michael Jordan told you that was rampant in the locker rooms all throughout. Once again, I'm going to say this again. And the person I'm single, I'm not insinuating. I'm telling you that woman came in here and act like she know Nolan. She's insinuating that Nolan didn't do anything and she don't know him, just like I don't. I'm answering her question to tell her she's full of shit. We don't know what anybody's capable of. You're not in his mind. I've had teammates that were superstars. And I said, bro, why is you doing that shit, bro? You would not imagine Len Bias, set to be the greatest player ever in NBA history, dies the day before the draft, drug usage. So don't come in here telling me, right? Don't come in here telling me, he couldn't have been doing this. I don't see it all. So we don't know. Why? Because the toxicology report has not come out. Period. To the person who said I talk about how the facts, I didn't. I said I don't have the facts. That's why I'm not accusing nobody of murder, Monique. Is it Monique or Mo Freak? That's why I said I don't have the answer, because Ben Crump don't have the answers. To the person who said we in the 90s, it's worse now. Money bans. It's worse now. Do you know what these youngins is doing now? I work around the youth. Do you know what the hell is going on now? What the blue hell is wrong with you, son? Do you know what's going on now? Well, Mo Freak, you get your ass out of here then. You ain't got to listen to me. Like I said, I've always taken a high road on this. I said, look, let's wait till everything comes out. I think that it's a foul play situation, but I'm not going to call nobody a murderer until I have proof. That's exactly what I said, period. To the person who says, the more I talk, the more you can't trust, well, get the fuck on in. And when I'm right, don't bring your monkey ass back in here. Nigga, the hell wrong with you? I don't have to sit up here and argue. I don't have to bow down to you, nigga. I know what I'm talking about. I'm tried and true in my own life. My scars prove what the hell I've been through and shown. I've been out here in the field helping these youth. The hell wrong with you? A lot of y'all talking from y'all sofa, from y'all bed, from your house. I'm talking from the actual spots where these youth be at. You ain't got to believe me, ask them. The hell wrong with you? I work for free with youth. Violence prevention programming. What the hell is wrong with you? To the person who said Lynn Bias is doing this, ma'am, do you know what people are doing in this era, sir? Money bands? Money bands. In this era, they doing a whole lot of worse shit. They got something that start with an F word, brother. Right? Right? Don't you hear the rappers talking about all the time how they keep them Adderalls to keep them on their feet? What the hell do you think is going on at these parties, sir? I don't play basketball all my life. High school, college. What the hell do you think? You think we in there reading the Bible? What's wrong with people on the internet? Why would he do why would you do? I've asked my teammates this before. I saw my teammate when he got shot trying to sell drugs. And I asked him, I said, bro, you've got an NBA career why would you do that? I ain't lying. What the hell is wrong with people, man? You tell people the truth and they come in here capping. Ben Crump has not said anybody has committed a murder at all. All he said is we want full transparency and we want the truth. And I agree with him. And he said we're willing to deal with it, whatever the results are, if it's true. And I agree with it. I agree with it. I agree with it. What a lot of you guys don't know, and somebody says I'm crooked. No, I'm straight. I'm straight than a motherfucker. I don't know what's wrong with you. I can never be crooked. You must not. You don't see. You talking. You don't even know me, motherfucker. You don't know nothing about me. You ask anybody that's come from my neighborhood, nigga, how I come up, nigga, they'll tell you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. I don't give kids the clothes off my back and the shoes off my feet. Chump. The hell wrong with you? You can never come in here running your mouth to me. You don't know me, nigga, at all. You don't. I've lived these experiences. None of y'all, a lot of y'all talking ain't none of y'all athletes. None of y'all, all y'all old ladies that's in here talking, you ain't come up playing sports. You ain't come up playing sports. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. You don't know what I've seen and what all the homies have seen. You only see when we walk out there on that court. Right? Period. I've seen the most in shape. I'm talking about monsters out there doing the craziest shit you'll ever see before in life. And you'll be like, yo, why is you doing this shit? But like, are you crazy? I'm telling y'all this. So to say I'm not lying. Real life experience. If anybody in here went to college, if any of y'all was in high school, junior year, senior year, and you went to parties, what they doing at those parties? Anybody in here, you went to college, you went to parties, what y'all doing in parties? To the person who said I'm lying, what am I lying about? Tell me what I'm lying about. Your name is somebody's Gmail. What am I lying about? Your last name is Wrestling, so you should know I ain't lying. Cause who do more shit than them professional wrestlers? Come on, man. Stop lying, nigga. Come on, bro. You better not come in here playing with me, nigga. Cause we can talk about professional wrestling right now. Shawn Michaels even came out and said, man, I was hooked. I was going backstage. Look how much in shape Shawn Michaels and all them guys were. Shawn Michaels said, man, I was going backstage, man. I was hooked, man. You would have never known it just being a fan back then. You would have never been like, why would Shawn Mike, all these guys do this? I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. Right? Why y'all think they bring? So what I'm saying is that's why we should wait for all the information to come out. Because the information might take you to a whole different place. Meaning, right? And let me tell y'all something. This is the part where I hate about these cases, like Lil Jon's case, right? His son's case. They closed his case, right? And said that he died by accidental drowning because he had drug usage that made him hallucinate, right? And he hallucinated, ran and jumped into the river and lost his life, right? That's what they said with the Lil Jon case, right? So what I'm saying to you guys is this, right? What I'm saying to you guys is this. They never ever found out who gave that to him or how he obtained that. To the person who says you're lying because you played sports and ran track. What are you talking about, dog? What are you talking about? Did you go to a Christian school? What are you talking about? Once again, I'm gonna say this to you again, bro. I don't see so many different situations, bro, where I personally, right? Personally have seen this stuff. Bro, my good friend on my basketball team, who was our point guard, he got killed. You know how he got killed? He got shot in the back of the dome, nigga. You know why? Over a drug deal went bad. This nigga was in college, sophomore year. That shit broke my spirit. We was in the gym during the summertime playing pickup. This nigga was talented. This nigga was starting as a freshman. He was that talented. Nigga was from West Virginia. I'd never forget the day. We was in the gym playing pickup during the summer. Coach walks in crying, assistant coach. And he said, yo, so-and-so dead. I said, what? He was like, yeah, y'all come here and sit down, man. And he explained to us what happened to the homie. And I was just thinking like, damn, bro, I've been telling this nigga the whole time, stay away from that shit like these people, man. Because I saw the nigga he was a good dude, very good dude. But he got caught up hanging around the wrong people. And I saw it. And I told him, I'm like, bro, come on, man. What the fuck is you doing, dog? And I tried to talk to him. He always like, yeah, Tiki, you right, man. You right. And he was selling drugs, man. And he had a situation that went wrong. And as he was leaving out the house from selling the drugs, the dude shot him in the back of his head and robbed him. I'll never forget that day, man. That day stays in my heart forever, bro. I'll never forget that day, man. I was fucked up, bro. I was fucked up, man. I've seen it all, man. I don't been at these parties, man. You can ask my homies. I bring them on here with you. I don't been at parties where my homies was drunk and knocked the fuck out. Not nigga, we had to drag this nigga out the house. We would have house parties. And I would go through just to hang with the homies, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a whole bunch of chicks over there. Nigga be getting drunk as a mofo, bro. Them boys be getting drunk, man. We had to drag them niggas out there because we had practice the next day. And I'm like, how the fuck is this nigga gonna make it to practice? You know how many times we had coach, we on the bus, and we got to get ready to go to a game, and a motherfucker walk on the bus smelling like beer or drunk or fucked up, and the coach look at him just like, bro, just start shaking his head and send him off the bus, man. A lot of people don't understand this, bro. So when y'all say this stuff, bro, y'all niggas don't know like the scope of a lot of these things, man. We just don't know. That's why I said I'm waiting, because I don't know. That's why I want to know the toxicology, because the toxicology can tell everything. It could tell, and it could go to a whole deeper story, right? It could mean anything. Not saying that, oh, well, he did it to himself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it tells a whole nother story, because it can tell. Toxicology can also help show cause of death. Don't y'all know this? That's what the toxicology test does. When I tell people these facts, they don't want to accept it. They get mad and say, "Oh, nigga, you bucked that nigga." I don't give a fuck about Tatum or none of them people. Tatum kissed my ass, right? Excuse me. The press conference went exactly how I said. I told you that he would be addressing the audio today, and that he would not be talking about that raggedy ass audio that black girl had, and that's exactly what happened. Go listen to my video from yesterday, sir. Little Will and friends. Your name is Lil Will. Lil Will, go listen to the video I put up yesterday. You want me to play it for you, nigga? You want me to write it down and play it for you? You guys, something is really wrong with the mindset of y'all on YouTube. Go listen to the video I put out yesterday. I said Ben Crump is gonna talk about that audio tomorrow, and he ain't gonna talk nothing about that audio that girl had. He is only gonna be talking about the raw, unedited version. That's exactly what Ben Crump came out and did today. What the hell is wrong with you? That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what I said. Everybody that heard me say that yesterday, press 1 in the comments. When I came in the video yesterday when my dog was barking in the background, and I said Ben Crump is going to come talk tomorrow, tell this fool exactly what I said. These people don't listen to what you say. They put in your mouth what they want you to say. I told him, I said, Ben Crump is going to come out tomorrow and address that audio, because that audio that girl had, he's not even going to recognize that. I told y'all that yesterday. And that's exactly what he did today. I'd be damned if he walked right in there and said, and I heard the audio, y'all. Did I tell y'all this? He said, we have the original. That's exactly what he said. Nigga gonna tell me I'm capping when I came in here and told him yesterday he was gonna address the audio today. I'm just saying, bro. So don't hate me. And I'm not saying Nolan is this or Nolan is that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I want y'all to think about something. Think about something. The same way Officer Tatum is a stone cold liar when he said, oh, these were all his friends and they all wanted to see the best for him. Here's why he was a liar, Officer Tatum, and his cap and ass. He was a liar because how can Tatum talk about these guys' character from only talking to him 2 times? Nigga, you don't know somebody talking to him 2 times? You could be talking to a stone cold murderer twice and not know that he's a murderer. Peep what I just said, y'all. You can be talking to a stone cold murderer for 2 days, twice, and not even know that this is a murderer. You could have a person that y'all talked to one time that you seen at the gas station or something that got 10 bodies on them. And you be like, oh, they cool, man. That motherfucker got 10 bodies on them. So when Tatum say that shit, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. So when people come out and say, oh, man, Nolan wouldn't do that. Bitch, you don't know Nolan. I don't know Nolan. This is why I said we have to wait to see what comes out in the investigation. This is why I say on my channel, I don't know. He haven't been in the public spotlight all these years. We've never even heard him talk. Never. And motherfuckers gonna tell me when they was talking about his parents saying his mama ain't half black, his daddy ain't his, who was in here defending him? Me. Period. Me? Period. Right? Listen to what I just said to you. When they were saying that that wasn't his biological daddy, who was in here making videos telling y'all, no, they lying, he is. When Weavy Wonder was saying that the mama was in here stealing money and shit, who was in here telling y'all that was a lie? Me. Right? Why? Because I had evidence of that. How did I have evidence of that? These niggas was running around here saying that she ain't even half black. That's her daddy right there. Her daddy is a black Negro in Mississippi. Listen to what I just said. Black talent tribes. Nobody said that. No. See, this is the thing. Once again, you guys put words in people's mouth. Nobody on this channel said that Nolan was using drugs. I said I want to see the toxicology report. That's what I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all this? I want to see the toxicology report. I told y'all this. Y'all don't listen to me. I've said to everybody, I want to see the toxicology report before I say anything about how I feel. Y'all niggas get mad because I won't come out here and say, hey, that person's a murderer, that person's a murderer. You can't do that. The same way I said Tatum capping ass, and I wanted to debate Tatum because he's full of shit, to come out here after a couple days of talking to somebody, and you gonna say, oh, they all loved them and did this. So the person says, stick your aim out sticking together. It's about telling the truth. Because that's what the parents are asking for. That's what Ben Crump is asking for, the truth. See, they're mad because I'm refused to stand on unverified information. I would rather stand on whatever the truth is. And I told y'all they coming after all these content creators. Y'all niggas get mad at me for telling the truth. Y'all get mad at me. I hope they're not. I see somebody in the comment section just now. I hope they're not on that one. Because I respect that dude. But the rest of them Weavy Wonders, the one, especially the one who came after me, she got, man, listen, bro. Right? Listen to what I told y'all this. Right? Right? Yeah, Taylor don't want that smoke with me, man. He definitely don't want that fire with me. Because I'm going to do him worse than I did Jason Whitlock. He don't want that fire. See, all these niggas on YouTube, they don't know my reputation. I don't went after Whitlock, Stephen A. Snitch, all these guys. And me, I'm talking about we don't have real life, back and forth. A lot of these people don't know. A lot of these people are new to the channel, so they don't know. Right? They don't know. Listen to what I just said to y'all. Right? So the lawsuit that the daddy's trying to file against Ben Crump, that shit gonna get thrown out. Ben Crump has never, and I'm gonna say this again, Ben Crump has never accused any of those boys of murder or insinuated that they murdered him. In fact, Ben Crump's criticisms have mainly been towards the police investigation, wanting transparency and wanting to know the truth, right? And Ben Crump told the truth. He said he knows the history of Mississippi. Ain't nothing he said that's lying. I told y'all this. No, that's not true. The lawsuits are not about them murdering him. You're a liar. To the person who said that, that's a lie. The lawsuits is not about that. It's not about that. They literally sent legal paperwork to subpoena their phone records. See, you guys come on the internet and lie. Stop lying, Hayden Phoenix. You're coming on the internet and lying and putting out fake information. They didn't accuse anybody of murder. The reason why the family, y'all don't even know how to read legal paperwork. Y'all be listening to a bald-headed lady with a braid hanging off one string who don't even know how to read legal paperwork at all. Don't even know how to read legal paperwork. What the hell is wrong with you? The Wells family literally put out subpoenas and legal paperwork to get their social devices, to get their messages, WhatsApp, Instagram, all that shit. What are you talking about? That's why they did that. You said put a name on it, Weavy Wonder. Part 2. Part 2. Acting like they, let's see how professional they is. Well, you got to pay that fucking lawyer for them lies you've been telling on your channel. Y'all watch. Motherfuckers gonna start switching up real quick. And I try to tell people, Ben Crump ain't even said, yo, that boy was murdered. He ain't said this. Ben Crump has, tell me one time, y'all, Ben Crump has said that. How these niggas can come get mad at me because I said, yo, bro, I want to accuse somebody of murder without evidence. And Ben Crump have not even done it himself. Make it make sense. Ben Crump have not one time said, yo, somebody murdered them. What are they talking about? Shout out to my boy Trap House in the building. They already know what it is, man. They don't know how I get down Trap House. This is the calm version of me, bro. That's what I'm saying. They need to come on here. These are people that's new to the platform. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to my boy Trap House. He knows what the Trap House been fucking around for a long, way before everybody. So these, like I said, these people are insane on the internet, bro. They will take something that Ben Crump didn't even say, and they're trying to be lawyers and do this whole shit themselves. It's hilarious to me. With no degrees whatsoever. Like, bro, wait till the information comes out first. Y'all did the same shit with Celeste when y'all did not think they were going to come with charges. When y'all didn't think they were going to come with charges, they was like, hey, man, they ain't going to charge him, man. He going to get away with it. The whole time they was building a case, collecting evidence. All you had to do was be patient. I had a nigga today come tell me in a video this morning, you ain't talk about the families that they should be arrested with R. Kelly. I said, you a damn lie. And I responded to him and sent him the video with the timestamp. You know what that nigga said? My bad, I didn't see it. I said, well, shut up then. How the hell you gonna come in here and run your mouth if you didn't? It ain't my fault you didn't see it. Do you know how much content I put out? It ain't my fault y'all didn't see the video I did on Jared Leto last night. That's your fault. It ain't my fault y'all ain't see the video I did on the white UFC fighter that tried to kill that girl. That's your fault. To the person I said, he said, you know, we know what happened. No, you don't know what happened. You weren't there. And neither was I. We don't know what happened. Ben Crump don't even know what happened. That's why they asking for help. Ben Crump don't even know what happened. That's why he asking for help. That's why the mama got up there today begging for help. They don't even know what happened. But you gonna come in here talking about some, yeah, man, I know what happened. Nigga, you don't know what happened. Stop lying. You don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. None of us know what happened. Think about that. That lawsuit is gonna fall through. The daddy say he gonna sue him for defamation. That's not gonna work because he never ever even called their son's name. He's never accused any of them of murder. And let me say this again. It is not Ben Crump's fault that these people ain't got no common sense on social media. It's not his fault. That's their fault, not Ben Crump's fault. That's their fault, not Ben Crump's fault. Because all these people thought they knew the fuck they was talking about. And I told y'all the evidence has been sealed in this case. How can you talk about something the evidence have not been released to the public? Make it make sense. I don't told y'all this. That's why y'all didn't see me talking too much about the David case because it wasn't too much information out there until what? They dropped that indictment. And now they got the preliminary hearing. Oh, you hearing everything now. And what did I do? As soon as I got the evidence that the parents was flying, the parents allowed a 14-liter to fly to the United Kingdom with a grown man. The parents should be in prison. Celeste Rivas' parents should be locked up right beside that dude. Anytime you sign off on a 14-liter to travel to the UK, Houston, Vegas, Los Angeles, or California, you need to be right there, right beside them. She ain't no musician. What reason do a 14-liter got doing flying across the country with a grown-ass man? Period. Think about what I just said. Bro, it's hard to get a read on this because we don't know none of these people personally, bro. Like, I want y'all to really think about something. Just think about something, y'all. I want y'all to think about what I'm telling y'all right now. We don't know none of those people's personalities or none of their ideologies. What are you talking about, Ticket? We don't know how Nolan or any of his friends think. We don't know them. You're only judging them from what you see on social media, which is bad to do. You never judge a book by its cover, ever, right? You never judge a book by its cover. Never. I know you want to, but you never judge a book by its cover. I always learn that. You know what you do? You open and you read the book, right? You open and you read the book. That's what you do. See, this boy's daddy talking that shit about Ben Crump ain't gonna work because Ben Crump never defamed you guys. He never said, hey, your son or any of those people murdered Nolan Wells. Ben Crump has never said Nolan Wells was murdered. Ever. Ben Crump, they call him a lot of things. One thing you can't call him is stupid. Ben Crump did exactly what he's supposed to do. Get everybody. Period. I'm gonna tell y'all this again. Get everybody. Money bands. Let me ask you a question, sir. Why wasn't you in here when I was talking about the black boy 15 years old that got killed in New York by another black kid? Or does that not matter to you? I'll wait for you to answer that question. In New York, at the park, boy gets jumped, beat up by multiple black kids, punched out, and another black kid in the hoodie pulls out a gun and shoots him right in the stomach and kills him. Leaves him right there on the court to die in front of everybody. Why haven't you had outrage about that? The same outrage that we have about this. Right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Right? Excuse me. Something wrong with your ears, man? Hey, y'all. I think something's wrong with these people's ears. I think something's wrong with these people's mentality, you guys. Listen to, read what he wrote, y'all. He says, a rich white boy that don't need help, but you gonna go against a brother. Who? Who did I go against, you idiot? Bro, you have no brains whatsoever, bro. At all. Do you not literally hear me saying that Ben Crump is going to easily win this lawsuit? That this lawsuit ain't going nowhere? How am I on his side when I said that Warren's daddy's lawsuit's going to get thrown out? What are you talking about? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you something wrong with your listening? Do you have wax inside your ears? Do you have to clean your ears out, sir? I literally said in here, sir, that Warren's daddy, if he tries to sue Ben Crump, the lawsuit is getting thrown out. Did I not say that? Everybody in the comment section, did you not hear me say that? What the hell is wrong with these people on the internet? I think something is seriously wrong with the brain and the thinking. When I literally said that he has no case, and then he says, I'm going against Nolan. How am I going against Nolan when I say I'm for Nolan? How? I literally said that the Warren's daddy, if he bring that bullshit lawsuit, is going to get thrown out. How am I going against Nolan? Answer the question. You said read your rebuttal. What rebuttal? I don't see any rebuttal. What are you talking about? Something is seriously wrong with these people, man. I mean, bro, we have to get some real serious checks going on, man. I'm telling y'all this. Because this is disgusting. That I can say one thing and then he say I said something else. Think about what I just said. You said Nolan is innocent. You trying to paint a picture like Tatum. No, I'm not. What are you talking about? I literally don't like Tatum. What are you talking about? I'm trying to paint a picture like Tatum. I'm not. I'm telling the one girl who says, oh, this is impossible. No, I'm telling her, no. All these things are possible, but we don't know. Let me give you an example, brother. I want to give you an example, right? Money bands. I'm going to ask you a question. This is how I tell y'all people don't have like, I know people don't have like these type. I want y'all to listen to this, right? I want y'all to listen to what I just said to y'all, right? Right? I want y'all to listen to what he just said, right? Now, Pete, I want y'all to think about something. Let me ask you a question, money bands. Do you know who Jason Whitlock is? Money band. Do you know who Jason Whitlock is? I'm asking you a question, man. Do you know who Jason Whitlock is? Money bands. Do you know who Jason Whitlock is? I want y'all to think about this, right? I want you to think about this. Do you know who Jason Whitlock is? I'm going to ask you a question. You can't answer my question, sir? I'm asking you. When you're here for justice, you don't do the shock value shit. The shock value shit is when they say, oh, I know who did this. I know who did. I don't know. That's not shock value. That's truth. Something's wrong with your mind, though, sir. Something's wrong with your mind, right? You says, of course, another one of you. I'm not Tatum, and I'm not Jason Whitlock. And the fact that you said that, get the fuck out my channel, pussy. Period. Period. The hell wrong with you? Don't you ever fucking compare me. You don't know me, nigga. You don't know who I know and who I talk to. I'm just not a fool that will come on the internet without no evidence whatsoever, not an arrest, nothing, and say somebody murdered somebody else. Never will do it. You know why? You know why? I want y'all to think about this. All those people that were in all these people's comment sections that are cheerleading people who are accusing somebody of murders that they haven't even. And I want y'all to say this. I want y'all to think this. Money Bands said some shit, y'all, and I want y'all to think about this. So Money Band says, oh, stick together with all your black, regardless if they saying dumb shit, regardless if they saying things that can get them slandered and thrown out. I want y'all to say this, right? Now think about what I'm about to tell y'all. So Money Bands, if you ever get injured in a car accident or anything, and you get sent to the hospital, and it's a white doctor that had to save your life, do you want me to tell them to inform them that you refuse service? Because all these niggas that be talking all this hardcore shit, when they go to the hospital, right, and that white doctor operates on them, have you seen any of them tell the white doctor, hey, stop, get the hell off me, man? I'm asking you a question. Have you ever seen any of these people come with a disclaimer that says, hey, man, I don't want no white doctors operating on me? If that's the case, you will leave and go to a place where it's all black folks. That's why I tell you, a lot of these niggas on YouTube is cap. Period. A lot of them's cap. He need to walk around with a sign that says, if anything happens to me and I go to the hospital, do not let any white person help me. Since he don't like white people. I'm telling y'all this. Right? These people come on YouTube and be all militant and shit and go to work every single day. Hey, Bobby, how you doing, man? Yeah, man, I feel great, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they come on YouTube, power to the people. Are y'all not hearing what I just said? Have y'all ever seen them? They go to work, and the white boss, they're like, hey, man, well, hey, how you doing, man? Man, I'm good, man. Soon as that nigga get home, nigga get on the internet. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. It's disgusting. You should take that hatred out of your heart. I told you, I only have disdain for people who have disdain for me and people who look like me. If you're not a racist, I don't have a problem with you. If you are a racist, I have a problem with you. Peep what I told y'all this now. But they hate, these people say they hate white folks so much, they won't reject a white doctor though. If it was a white doctor that saved their lives, they won't reject a white doctor. Right? Think about what I said to y'all. And tell me if I'm lying or not. Right? So as I said to y'all, that lawsuit will not work against Ben Crump because Ben Crump has not defamed you or your son. Ben Crump cannot control that people do not use their minds and will take when he says he wants justice for Nolan Wells as if he said F all these white people and that they murdered his son. He didn't say that. He said, all I know is that if it was 3 black boys that had went out with 1 white boy and 3 black boys came home and the 1 white boy didn't, we'd have a whole different story. He's not lying. There would have been a thorough investigation. He's not Sean Hannity, Megyn Kelly, Bill O'Reilly, and the rest of the crew. They would have led that shit up. These are facts. Facts. But since it's reversed and they're asking for transparency, and the whole reason why we're here is because of the answer that the family immediately got. Peep what I said. Right? Peep what I said to y'all. These people come on YouTube, don't even know you, and talk about you like a dog. Most people who know me know I've never taken stance like Tatum and Jason Wood. Like I can't stand those dudes. But I do know one thing. Tatum is not as stupid as everybody think. He not gonna say something that's gonna get him sued unless he have an ace up his sleeve. That's why I said wait for the toxicology. Why? Because Tatum is the way he is. Tatum may have a line to somebody in that police department who feed him little information, right? So he can come out and try and make people look bad in the end. See, I told you. I look at them. They all uncivilized. That's why I told y'all always use a wise mind and be smart. Know how to move. When I saw Tatum doing what he did, I said, "Hold, let me go ahead and slow this down a little bit, because I see what he's doing." See, some people they're not even educated enough to see what Tatum is doing. They're not even educated enough to see what Tatum is doing. They not, right? They not educated enough to see what Tatum is doing. They not, right? I think Tatum might have a line because him doing what he do. Think about this. He get all them people to come talk to him. They ain't talk to nobody else at first from the family, but they go talk to Tatum. Peep game now. See, sometimes you got to know what you're dealing with. Think about what I said. So yeah, that lawsuit they think they're gonna file on this dude is not gonna work, bro. Right? And hopefully we'll get the truth. You know, and you know, hopefully. And that's another thing. If Tatum is a Trump supporter, I mean, and he's supposed to be a law officer, ask Tatum how he think about all those allegations against Donald Trump. Think about this. Well, ma'am, you said he stopped him from getting on the stand testing. We don't know that. We don't know anything. You know why we don't know anything? We don't know what's going on with the case. Listen, let me say this to y'all before I leave. The truth is, everybody, those boys might not even be involved in this case. What if it was somebody else, a different set of boys that was out there that might not have been them? I'm just saying, we don't know. What if it was a different set of boys that was out there and we ain't even looking at the right situation? That's why I said we need to wait to see what the information comes out. Trust me, they're gonna have videotapes out there and all this other stuff. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all this. So when you come out here talking about, oh, they murdered this, you don't know that. You cannot put that on people without evidence, right? So they're all blaming, bro. What if these are really his friends and we just don't know? And they said, okay, he want to stay, but maybe he's in hostile territory. We don't know. That's why I said we need to wait to see when the actual reports come out. But people don't want to be patient. They don't want to talk like that. They want shit now, and they don't care what it comes. That's why I tell you, a lot of people cannot be judges because they would have already found people guilty without evidence. See, you have to be wise and able to understand, be patient, and process information, right? Because when that real report come out, it could have been something completely different than what we thought. Meaning, it could have been something else. You never know who was out there at that island or Horns Island, whatever it's called. You know, so you never know. We never know if it could have been a thief, anything. We never know. This is the thing nobody's talking about. So when you putting shit on people without evidence, it's not good to do because we don't know. But guess what? When that investigation comes out, now that they got all these people on it, we're going to get a better answer. Right? Think about what I just said. Peep game now. Even if y'all come in here and talk shit about your boy, I don't hate you. But the nigga coming here gonna slander me when I'm speaking facts. When I'm telling people, hey, hold on, let's wait to see the evidence. And niggas gonna get mad at me because I said that. Cause they ready to just come out here and say something stupid that's gonna get you sued, get your YouTube channel taken down. And then when I come point this out and I try to help people, they get mad at me. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I've already told you they had this autopsy report. I told you that today. All they're waiting on is this toxology. I told you that. I told you that. The bull says a lot of hands are dirty in this. You may be right, but it might not be who you think. Again, it was so many people that was out there. Let me tell y'all, what if another uh, group had beef? If I'm somewhere and I get caught by myself, oof, we never know. That's why I said we don't know the dynamics. That's why I said we need to all wait for the report to come out. But these mofos don't listen, bro. It's sad, bro. It's like wild hooligans, man. I'm telling y'all this, bro. It's sad, bro. I want to see what they put out as the evidence because watch, everybody that's pushing the narrative, they're gonna be looking stupid if they come out with evidence that will blow this whole situation wide open. Peep game now. That's why why you think they want to see his messages? I want to see the last person he talked to. I want to see all of that shit. Think about it now. Who was the last person Nolan Wells talked to? I want y'all to think about what I'm saying to y'all. They can't even tell. None of these people on YouTube can tell y'all this. You know why? Because they're not privy to that information. None of these people on YouTube can tell you the last person Nolan talked to. None of them can. Who was the last person he messaged in his phone? They can't tell you. Peep game. But when they open them phones and they see what's inside them phones, boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's why you should always be patient. In these type of situations where the evidence has not, the official evidence has not been put out. It's sealed. Once again, remember everybody told y'all they wasn't going to charge David. Oh, they didn't have enough, man. Why aren't they charging David? He's going to get away with murder. The whole time they building up this whole case. Ironclad. David's probably going to get hit with the death penalty. These people was making videos saying, David's going to get off and their case is weak. Remember that? So I try to tell y'all this shit, man. Like, it's sad what goes on social media, bro. It really is, man. You know, R.I.P. Nolan Wells, man. My prayers and blessings go out to his family, friends, loved ones, and salute to Ben Crump and their whole legal team for being professional, for demanding a thorough, transparent investigation, right? And for sounding the alarms and bringing attention to something that need to be brought attention to. Because think about this, without Ben Crump, you wouldn't even have this much of an investigation. Right? Blessings, y'all.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.